Because it took a kid out on the internet. Oh my God.
I'm starting. Oh my God, we are live. The degenerates are back. That as busy as we have been, the greatest time of the year has brought the greatest train wreck on the internet back together again because we could not contain the excitement. We had to share it with the millions and millions of VD fans from around the world. I'm your host, Stoggy Like a Hawk, Noah Kennedy. With me, as always, my partner in crime, Ty the Destroyer Norvell.
Bow!
And Wes joking Mr. Jay Gibson. Daddy, I'm hired. Congratulations, you fat bald retard. Still ugly.
I know.
Okay, so a lot of stuff has gone down in the past 3 days. We had EA. We had Microsoft. Then we had Bethesda. I'm going to go ahead and pull out the trusty, dusty old iPad here. Excuse me.
I'll say right now, the
trusty, dusty old
last night.
Trusty, dusty iPhone. Wes, you and I were fangirling via text message and Facebook at the same time.
I was excited for the game,
so great.
But everything aside from talking about the couple games that were interesting, it was horrible.
All right, well, I think let's just go ahead order here, because here at VD Gaming, we're all about order and, preparation and organization.
It's an order of chaos.
I have to stop lying because it's, no. But yeah, I made some notes. I made a lot of notes, actually.
Yeah, you did.
But,
yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. Holy crap. Okay, so we're going to start with EA. First off, they brought in the drum line.
Sit down, buddy.
Everybody wearing Tom Brady jersey. Oh, that was a little overkill. But, yeah, got new Madden coming. Madden is going to have that FIFA-style story mode that FIFA introduced last year. Could actually be pretty cool because I liked that mode in FIFA. I put a lot of time into that. Wes, I know you're not a huge Madden fan, but I know Ty gets down every once in a while. So, what do you think, Ty? Story mode Madden?
It just reminds me of the old Maddens. Like not with the story mode, but if you remember like the old Maddens when you did the create a character thing and you made your own superstar,
yeah,
if you will. It was like you picked up from them, like I think it was like Madden. Stop, buddy. The Madden from 2010 or 2011, I think it was. You could pick up from them just graduated college and do the draft, and then it was like 1 or 2 Maddens later you could do. They allowed you to pick up from high school and kind of make a few decisions to get them through college. And that's just kind of what it reminds me of. I'm not super excited for it by any means because it's just football, but I might get down. I might not. I don't know. It's just football. And Tom Brady's going to be on the cover of this Madden. And I hate Tom Brady, so I don't think I want to look at him every day.
I have to say, I am going to definitely be playing that story mode. Sorry, I'm trying to add Wes to this thing real quick. There we go. Boom. 2017. Just saying. But, yeah, so that was Madden. And, let's see what they hit to next. Then they went to, what was it, Battlefront?
I don't know.
They showed off Battlefront,
which had me excited. I was thoroughly thrilled with that trailer.
Yeah, like because the last Battlefront, like it was okay.
It laughed. It really did.
It was pretty, but it wasn't the Battlefronts of old on, like PlayStation and 360 and all that. Those were the jam. This wasn't.
Yeah.
But we're getting a single player campaign this time around, shown by all those
Yes.
tweets at EA in that video. I thought that was actually really great. Like, for acknowledging that.
Bro, let me
real.
tell you something. So I remember you and I were talking about it, and I was kind of pissed off when I was talking to you about it. But I remember playing the original 2 Battlefronts on the PlayStation 2.
Yep.
And you had, like, I don't remember all the Jedis that were in them, but the only 2 I can remember off the top of my head was Star Wars Battlefront 2, and it had Yoda and Darth Vader. Those were like the only 2 Jedis. I am not the hugest fan of the prequel trilogy of the Star Wars movies, but I think it's pretty fucking dope that they had Darth Maul in there in that gameplay. And him just running around
with Darth Maul
with his fucking dual lightsaber, just fucking cutting bitches to pieces. I was like, yes, I need more of this in my life, like right now. What are you 2 fuckers talking about?
I'm trying to get him on that document. It says it's not in the folder, but it's in the folder, and it says you have access to it because I'm looking at it right now.
The folder says no items.
Refresh it. See, look at this. We're less than 5 minutes in. We're already train wrecking. I love it. But I also did that thing. Pulled the Titanfall 2 and said, no, there's no season pass. The DLC is going to be free.
Yeah.
Like I was telling Ty on Saturday when we were kind of out of this press conference. I give EA a whole lot of respect for doing that with Battlefront 2 as well as Titanfall 2. EA has kind of been the lead purveyor of let's not put everything in the main game and make you pay $35 for endings and stuff like that should have been in the game that shipped on disc. So, I mean, the fact that they're willing to do this with, I mean, let's not even lie about it. This is going to be one of their bigger releases this year. I mean, it's not going to be on scale of Madden and FIFA because those things sell more than anything.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's a pay to go ahead and say, no, you don't have to pay for DLC.
Should
Battlefront.
I can tell you Madden's not doing too well right now because I was at my GameStop the other day bullshit with the guy, and he said Madden's usually the biggest thing each year, and they've had three pre-orders. As for like base copy, $60. That's it.
Well, a lot of that is digital too.
Yeah.
I stopped buying hard disk copies of games. Like Ty and I were talking the other day. The only 2 hard copies of games that I have are Injustice 2, which, by the way,
Batman forever.
Yeah, rocking that jersey. And the Steelbook edition of Infinite Warfare. But that has nothing to do with EA. So they said that there are 20 million Battlefield 1 players. That kind of surprised me. Like, I knew that game was big, but
you don't realize how big it is until they put the numbers out.
I didn't realize it did that good. And I haven't heard a single number out of Activision on how many people are actually playing Call of Duty. But if Ty and I's
today
what?
Today.
Oh,
I've already got that thing pre-ordered.
I do too.
Yeah, me too.
I gotta get finished painting it off on Tuesday.
I got enough put on it
But,
to where the guy is actually going to transfer my pre-order for there to that $250 copy whenever they get more.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason he remembers my account is because I'm the only one that has that Galahorn replica on pre-order for my GameStop.
Oh my god!
Yeah. But I haven't heard any numbers out of Activision about concurrent Call of Duty players. But if it's from me and Ty's experience over the past couple weeks, those numbers are pretty low.
Bet
5-hour wait time.
We have to wait like 5 minutes to find a lobby, and I'm talking about, regular old 6-on-6 team deathmatch. So
yeah,
they're going to pull a Battlefield 4 and put in night maps.
I
like the night maps.
You able to play as women now too?
Yeah. Yeah, they're pulling out that was it Czar or whatever it was called, something Czar
Yeah.
X DLC. It's gonna bring World War One Eastern Front. So we're going to Russia. I don't know if I like that. You know me, I don't like cold weather. But so there's that, and they're gonna dump a whole bunch more money into FIFA
Oh
for
god.
prize money.
I think you're the only person here excited about FIFA.
Yeah, they
I know,
get
but-
soccer game that cares.
Listen, we're going to have any kind of credit as a halfway almost podcast.
No, you
game.
don't have to play sports games.
No, listen, that is the best selling game every year, hands down.
I doubt it.
For
Across
sports.
the world, that is the number one
Show
game.
me the
I promise you.
statistics that
Look them
prove it.
up. Anyway, Chip, bunch of monies. A note, just a little tidbit. One more thing on FIFA here. They mentioned that the character you play as in their story mode scored 360 million goals in his first year. So I thought that was pretty
Is that
funny.
like a lot or something? I don't understand.
360 million goals in 1 year. It's a little bit. The big one here, though, well, one of the two big ones from EA is, or as I like to call it, EA's Fast and the Furious.
Later.
What do you think about that one?
Which one?
Okay. Look,
The new Need for Speed. Go ahead.
this shit, Wes, stop messaging me, bro. What the fuck?
My hands are here. Thank you.
This is my thing. I love Need for Speed. Okay, great series. Back on the block. I'm talking when we still playing on PlayStation 2 and Xbox, like OG Xbox. You know what I'm saying? And then 360. You know, like Underground 2, Most Wanted, 3 best Need for Speed games ever made, right there. Aside from Hot Pursuit 2, that shit was pretty fun. But Need for Speed got away from that. They got away from that style of Need for Speed and kind of ruined it for me. Now, I watched that fucking trailer, and my only thought was, I hardly like the Fast and Furious series. Why would I want to play it?
Well,
It looks like they ripped it off. Like, it's literally what it looks like. They ripped off Fast and
I mean, yeah,
Furious.
but at the same time, I mean, they're going back to like Need for Speed Most Wanted style. You know what I mean? And that's like the Need for Speed that we all wanted. Either that or Underground 3.
Underground 3.
So
Pretty dope. Just saying.
I mean, I'm pretty excited for Need for Speed. I can tell you that whoever that dude was that was presenting that looked absolutely his mind.
Oh, yes. He looked higher than a kite standing up there on the
That
stage.
YouTuber that they brought in, like,
Yeah.
whose bright idea was that? We're gonna let these guys in PDR or anything except stand in front of our camera and talk while we play games, kind of like what we do. We're going to let him announce one of the biggest things that we're going to announce on the world's biggest stage about this. That was just, oh yeah.
It happens. All right, it happens.
I'm tweeting this link out live now. But I guess I should unlock my phone. So to wrap up EA, they showed off, what would you call that? Just cinematic trailer
Yeah.
for Anthem, their new IP, which from what I understand is from BioWare team. Because when I heard BioWare, ew, gross, Mass Effect Andromeda, garbage,
Rest in peace.
fire that I've ever seen. Yeah, hashtag rip Mass Effect. But Then we come to find out that that wasn't the actual BioWare team. That was just, a small team inside BioWare. So that gives me faith for that. As I was talking to somebody yesterday, I think it looks kind of like Mass Effect mixed with Paragon.
Bet.
I know Ty doesn't know anything about Paragon, but Wes, you probably do.
Bitch,
A little bit.
you trying to die? I will fly to Texas and kick your ass.
Oh, yeah? You playing a lot of Paragon over there, Ty?
I know a little bit, a thing or two. I will cut a hoe.
Okay. But yeah, so Anthem actually, it looked pretty dope. And then surprising move. Like, I don't know what EA was thinking. I mean, if that's my big brand new IP, I mean, I would have showed it off there at my own show. But they said, nope, this is the cinematic trailer. Tune in tomorrow and you're going to get 6.5 minutes of gameplay at the Microsoft show. So,
Yeah.
Okay, can I just cut to the chase and let's just get to all the new Xbox stuff because I know that's what we really want to talk about.
we're going down the list. So,
When they started describing Anthem, the first thing that went through my mind was Warframe.
Yeah,
All the
but
different suits that you can have.
here's what I liked about them. Unless I misunderstood, you can fully 110% customize the exosuit that you wear.
No, that's exactly what they said.
yeah, they said it.
So, I like that. I like
They said it.
I like to be able.
I mean,
to
we didn't
change
get to
stuff.
we didn't get to see it in the video that they showed, but they did show okay, this person's got a new weapon from this box or whatever it was, and now they're gonna be able to equip it later.
Yeah.
So at least they
Well,
showed
I
that
also-
there's the possibility of it.
I also like that they say that the decisions you make in game are going to affect you and everybody around you. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
But it's gonna be
I
one of
know.
those. Ty's gonna go into his game. It's gonna be all perfect and neat and orderly, and then we're gonna join Noah, and it's gonna be like everything's destroyed.
it's going to be chaos.
It's gonna be
Yes.
pure chaos.
Back.
I will have bounties on my head.
Gonna go into a city. There's not gonna be nothing left. I'm gonna be like, no, what the fuck? You'd be like, well, I was walking and this guy came out with a gun, so I got scared and I shot him, and then I
Yes.
got into a 20-minute fight in the city. And now there's nothing left.
He had a flashback to
Just
Nam.
saying, just like Nuketown, if it breeds, it dies.
It happened.
Okay. So, but that's Anthem. It's kind of hard to explain that game, but I'm sure you can find that trailer somewhere on the interwebs. Either that or go watch the Microsoft show
All over.
and show it off. But it looks absolutely stunning. But
That's like the number one thing that's being talked about a lot amongst all the gaming forums that I look at is Anthem.
Yeah.
Nothing else so far.
so our show. Let's go ahead and dive right in.
Tell me getting harassed by a 2-year-old.
I know this time last year we were all speculating and throwing all kinds of stuff out there about Scorpio. An hour before showtime about Xbox One S being released and what it looked like and the price and all that. But we still didn't know anything about Scorpio. Are that it will be called the Xbox One X, and it will be launching November 7th. $199.
Yeah, $500, which is not bad actually. I think that's 100 more than the Xbox One was when it first came out.
No, the original Xbox One launched at $499. It's the same price as the launch
Same price?
console.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's my thoughts on that. With the spot that Microsoft's in and kind of put themselves in,
Yeah.
that mighty Phil Spencer has been trying to, correct since he took over 2 years ago. I would have liked to see them come in at $399, not just because I want to spend $100 less. I'm obvious. As soon as pre-orders go up, I'm paying this thing off. Like I already looked at my wife and said, I've got the extra money tucked away. I don't need to go to another gambling trip this year. So, yeah. But I turned the TV down. But if they could have gotten in at $399, can you imagine the salt they could have thrown at Sony? A console that is basically 10 times more powerful than anything you have ever made, and we're going to sell it for the same exact price.
Yeah.
Not even selling it at like $250 like the S console is, or the PS4 base console, but like that PS4 Pro is $399, and people are buying those things up like hotcakes. But you have to have a 4K TV for that thing to do anything for you. They said right there on the on the stage at the show, you don't even have to have a 4K TV. That thing will upscale it and make your 1080p TV look 4K. Hell, they're going to do it because I'm not a, tech engineer, but and they say, we built it, then I will come.
Well, look, I know this is what I'm saying. It looks awesome. I don't know shit about PlayStation. Anything that they have up their sleeves for tonight or anything about PlayStation Pro because I don't care.
They're going to announce a price cut. I'm calling it right now.
Here, last night was liquid cooled, and I was like,
right?
Yeah,
right? The first liquid cooled console.
Money.
How nuts is that?
I know, right? I was like, what?
How nuts is that?
I want it.
So, hearing the liquid cooled thing, it was one of those. Okay, I know I do a lot of gaming, but do I do that much that a liquid cooling is necessary? And then I started thinking, what the hell is a system going to do itself to require liquid cooling?
Well, and I don't remember the exact quote, but they said that thing's got so much horsepower in it, and the power management system that they basically built from the ground up. I mean, they named it after the guy that came up with it.
I don't remember what it's called either.
In an E3 press conference. It was like I want to say the Hovis method, but I know that's not right.
I'll be honest with you, I think that's what it was.
Was it?
I think so.
Okay. But seriously, if you're going to put out that much power, you better have some of that bad boy down.
Yeah,
it's called the Hovis method.
So
good job pulling that right out of your ass.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm not even I'm looking at Google Docs. I know you can't see because of the glare, but I'm not even on Safari right now. But so that's and then the last thing is that they said all your games are going to work and look better, and all your accessories that you currently have will work with the new console. So that means those $80 custom controllers that we bought from Microsoft are totally going to work, and that makes me happy on a way that should not, but it does. So that is Xbox One X in a nutshell.
You didn't mention the OG.
Stuck with Scorpio or something else because and Xbox One S sound way too similar, and that'll get confusing. I hope it doesn't hurt their sales numbers.
Called a Scorpio. Xbox
or just Xbox.
Or just Xbox.
You know what I mean? Been dope.
Xbox 720. We'll go with that.
I know why they didn't, and that's coming later, and we're not going to mention it until we get down there, because if we do, I'm not going to talk about anything else. Okay, so here's I went ahead and made a list of all the games that they showed off yesterday. I don't really think they showed enough or that any of us know enough about to go ahead and talk about. So I'm going to start listing stuff off, and then we get to one that I think we can talk about, pretty good, then we'll go ahead and stop. But Forza 7 is set October, and it is going to run at native 4K 60. And I watched that trailer, and oh my God, I'm not even a Porsche guy. I'm a Mercedes guy. but holy crap.
Yeah, it looked like it got gator.
Yeah. Dude, they announced dynamic weather conditions will affect the track, which means puddles will get bigger and deeper down onto the track. That's nuts.
Still gay. I don't like Forza, so whatever.
Whatever.
It would be worth a try. Honestly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, basically, if you think about it, that's kind of what they showed with the little teaser trailer last year, wasn't it? Was Forza?
Yeah.
You know the guys at Microsoft. I mean, this is a first-party title. This is one of their biggest franchises. Debut on basically a brand new console.
It's exclusive to the Xbox One X too.
No, it's not.
It's coming out on Xbox October.
The free 4K update will happen with the Xbox One X launch, which also free updates for Forza 7, Gears of War, Killer Instinct, Halo Wars 2, and what was the last one? Wes, do you remember?
No, I don't.
Minecraft.
This is one of those that was just so much talked about. And
It was Minecraft.
Oh.
But,
God, I couldn't remember.
okay. We jumped into Metro Exodus. Did either of you guys play the Metro games?
Yes, I did.
I played the very first one. The very first one.
Gonna jump on that hype train that comes and picks dude up at the end?
Right?
I was watching that trailer and I thought, what the fuck is this? Because, they didn't say what it was beforehand. And I was just watching and I was like, what game? Like, literally, what fucking game is this? This looks fucking awesome. And then I'm like, wait a second. This seems strangely familiar to me. And then it was like, Metro. And I was like, yeah!
Yeah. Now, dude, and it's an exclusive.
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear Phil at the end of that? They've got 24 Xbox exclusives. 24. It can stop that Xbox has no exclusives. I'm just saying. But so that was Metro Exodus. That trailer looked amazing, especially when old dude fell off the side of the cliff. But we finally saw the not so secret, highly leaked. Everybody has known that this thing's been called Assassin's Creed Origins for over a year now. We're going to Egypt this time around.
Actually, not everybody, because I thought it was going to be called Assassin's Creed Egypt the other day.
Well, the one guy in the world. I'm so glad you're on this show for that.
Well,
That's
I mean,
my
why
claim
would
to
they
fame now.
name it Assassin's Creed Origins when they already have one that's called Assassin's Creed Origins? I don't understand.
They don't have one called Assassin's Creed Origins.
Yeah, they
Huh?
do. There was
Yeah,
an
they
Assassin's
do.
Creed
They
that
have
came
an
out called
Assassin's Creed Origins.
Cool.
So now they have two games named the same thing. That's pretty fucking dumb.
Well, this is supposed to tell the origin of the Assassin's Brotherhood.
Yeah, that's what that other one was.
Well, I don't remember that one. I don't remember it. I'm sorry. I'm drawing a blank.
Look it up. Yeah, I know, because you a scrub.
I know
Look
it looked pretty. Dirty, didn't it?
Huh?
Looks gorgeous.
Oh, I know. When he slid down the side of the fucking... fuck, did my kid just take a screenshot? When he slid down the side of the pyramid, I was like, bro!
Yeah.
And it looked so real. Like, as he was sliding down, you could see, like, all, like, the little nicks and, like, the lines in the brick and shit. I was like, bro. I just wish they would have showed some of the multiplayer, unless they did and I missed it.
No, they didn't. But I'm sure we'll see that today at UB's presser.
So,
But
What, man?
It just says the one from E3. But so yeah, new Assassin's Creed. One out of left field. I didn't expect this at all.
What,
But
this
Player
Assassin's-
Unknown's Battlegrounds. No, Player Unknown's Battlegrounds is coming to Xbox.
I know.
Yeah, it's been in beta phase and they're releasing an actual game this time. So PC's had it for a while.
Dude, for a while, and like for the past month, that's what I've been watching when I'm on Mixer or
Yeah.
Twitch is people playing Battlegrounds going, God, I wish my laptop would run that in a decent,
Here we are.
frame rate
It's-
and everything. But that thing, I cannot wait to jam out on that thing.
I know. I know.
Especially Ty, can you imagine you and me squad play in Battlegrounds? Things that are going to happen will grow our Mixer channel by the thousands. So, and they're also doing a 4K update when it comes out in November. But that's also an Xbox exclusive.
Bet.
Yeah.
So, and then they had that Deep Rock Galactic, which is another exclusive. I don't know anything about that one.
Don't
State of
remember that
Decay 2 is an exclusive. The Darwin Project, which looks to be all Overwatch, basically. Last one standing.
Yeah.
That's an exclusive. That's, I think, if they can do it right. Then they brought out Minecraft.
Which is
and
getting a
they're-
4K update.
Yeah, 4K update, the super
And they
duper
released the
graphics pack,
cross-platform stuff this summer.
and all platforms will be able to play together. I think that's pretty dope. 7-year-old was watching that and goes, "Oh, Daddy, does that mean we can play it and Xbox together?" And I was like, "Yeah, well, it means your brother and you can play together." I can't do it. Let's see. Then we went on to the new Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Ball Fighter Z, or is it Dragon Ball Z Fighter?
Dragon Ball
It's
Fighter Z.
Z-Fighter.
Okay.
No, it's Fighter Z.
Okay. And then the Black Desert. I don't remember that one
They don't either.
off the top of my head, but
Look, I
that's
don't
an
care.
exclusive.
It might have been one of the ones that I tuned out when it was
I
playing.
just want Dragon Ball Fighter Z. That's all I want. That's it.
Then we have The Last Night, which is an exclusive. Oh my god, my heart's beating so fast about stuff. I'm excited. Something that kind of struck me, The Artful Escape, another Xbox exclusive. Did either one of you guys play that Rayman Legends?
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember those boss battles at the end of each stage?
Yes.
The 80s classic and Hair Rock would play. And
Oh, yeah.
you would have to hit all the platforms. Betty. Remember that? That's what it looks like. Yeah. I can get down with some more of that, especially a whole game of it.
You know what I
we
couldn't
talked
believe?
about Code Vein. Go ahead.
Lucky Tales. I
That
said
looked
Lucky
amazing.
Tales game. I was like,
We're getting there.
I was like,
We're
what
getting
the-
there. Hold on. No. Train running. Hold on. Code Vein. Then they went on to Sea of Thieves. I were talking about this earlier. That looks so fun.
It does.
Uh-huh.
It does.
I don't know what it is about that certain graphic style that normally turns me off to anything that has to do like it could be my favorite thing, punching Nazis in that art style, and I go, oh god, I don't want to play that. But that thing looks dope. I can totally go get my Jack Sparrow on, and yeah,
Well, they announced it last year at E3.
yeah, they announced it last year, but I mean,
I think they had a lot of kinks in it last year. I mean, a lot. If you watched their stream last year when they did that, I have a feeling that they spent the entire year since then just fixing it.
Well, yeah,
Because it looked
it's got a
amazing
lot
last
of
year.
functioning parts.
Let's see. Then we have Tacoma, which is another exclusive. Here we go, Ty. You ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
Super Lucky's Tale, another exclusive.
It looks like a more childish version of Crash Bandicoot.
That's what I said to my
I mean,
brother.
it's basically
It looks like.
it's like it looks like the next version of Mario. You know what I mean? It's just a 3D platform, and I think those games are great. That's the sentence I was trying to say.
My brother, did you guys watch
So-
it when it came up? And you seen the little dude jumping around the screens and stuff, little box guy.
Yeah.
Brother, sorry, I'm eating ice cream because of my fat kid. Sit your little ass down for a second. My brother was watching it too, and he said, "What the fuck is this?" I said, "I don't know." I said, "But it looks like they just made Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, Crash Bandicoot, a Xbox exclusive, and we're getting to play as Crash Bandicoot as a child." Because that's what it looked like to me. And then it said Lucky's Tale, and I was like, I can get down with this.
Yeah.
I can get down with this.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see. Then after Lucky's Tale was Cuphead.
I'll be honest with you, I'll try that. I would
I don't know
try
what
it.
that was.
Dude, how long have they been showing that off? They've been showing that off since they announced the Xbox One, haven't they? A long time since they've been, showing Cuphead trailers. I can think of at least 3 now that I've seen a Cuphead trailer. From what I hear, that game looks cute, but it's punishing on all sorts of different levels. I don't know. I can get down with that.
Huh? It's just a
So
guy who
then-
can't make it through a Dark Souls game.
I just wasn't my jam.
Stop.
And then next, free with Terry Crews.
Oh, Lord.
No, I can't do it. All I can do is with my shoulders. I can't move my nipples like that. But, dude, Terry Crews' nipples do not move up and down in this game. Microsoft has done something wrong. But I can't wait to go back to Crackdown, dude. Crackdown 1 and 2 were so good.
I've seen this morning, Phil Spencer, I guess late last night, did an interview with IGN. They're asking him about
Yeah.
Crackdown. And he said that the footage that was seen yesterday when they revealed it was actual in-game footage. That none of that was a cinematic trailer. I was like, what? It looked so smooth and just functioned so well. I was like, there's no way.
Mhm.
That's got to be a trailer. It's fucking live.
Then they released the trailer for Ashen, another exclusive. By the way, Cuphead, all these games are exclusives. Assassin's Creed and Dragon Ball, I think. Yeah. Then they did Ashen, Strange 2.
Hello?
Then they
Which
showed
looked
off.
interesting.
Yeah, I kind of got my fill with the first Life is Strange.
It,
It didn't
It's one of
grab me
those.
as much as it grabbed other people. You know what I mean?
it's definitely one of those games you have to be into it. Otherwise, you're not going to
Yeah.
find it fun.
Like my wife, who hates video games, and everybody knows that. My wife had fun playing Life is Strange because I thought, oh well, she's into those teenage angst novels and stuff. I'll put a controller in her hand and turn on the Kinect and the stream, and this should be fun. And she had fun, and I mean, like, I had fun watching her, but it wasn't my thing.
Was it your thing?
I get why people liked it. You know what I mean? I do. And I mean that game looks great, and I mean it just wasn't my thing. It didn't pique my interest. Shadow of War is the next thing they showed out, which is the Mordor sequel.
Delayed.
Yeah, that is. Did it get delayed?
Yeah, it got delayed like a month.
That's so bad.
It was
I kind
supposed
of
to come out,
expect
like
if they have a
September
release
9th or something like that, and now it's coming out like October 16th.
Well, see, I've got this new philosophy on games. If they release or if they announce a release date, I now have an expectation that it's actually 3 months later than what they announce for every game.
That's how it works.
Yeah, and so that's that's just my healthy. I'm all about delays, as long as you delay it for the right reason. You know what I mean? If you're giving it that extra bit of polish, making it just that much better, go ahead, take your time. Like with Mass Effect Andromeda, which they should have delayed for 95 years because that was a dumpster fire.
Oh yeah.
Neither here nor there. So after Shadow of War, we have what I know is going to be big in the Gibson household, Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Oh yeah. I found that game actually a lot of fun. The first one.
Oh, that game was great. It's one of those Metroidvania type things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not the easiest game in the world. I'll tell you that.
It's a pain in the ass. It really is.
Yeah.
If you haven't played it,
But
it's a pain in the ass.
and it's like some people will cry at certain points in that game. I know a lot of people did, but
I did.
I can't wait, dude. I mean that Ori game, like when they showed off the first one at E3 a couple years ago, and it came out, and like it didn't take the world by storm, but it looked really good, and it looked clean and smooth, and then it just became one of those instant cult hits. And so I'm glad to see they're bringing it back for another go around. But I'm gonna go ahead and go out of order here. No, I'm not. We already talked about Anthem,
Yeah, we did.
so that went off the list. I think one of the bigger things at this press conference that Microsoft did is everybody sitting down. Case actually listened to this before they've actually watched the press conference, which I think Kelly Harris might actually be doing, because Kelly thought that E3 started in 2 weeks. Talked to him this morning.
Well, if you look it up online, the only schedule you see is starting tomorrow, Tuesday through Thursday. That's it.
I mean, I'm just saying we haven't recorded in like 3 months, but that doesn't mean that I forgot Kelly Harris on every single episode. My favorite real estate man. But Phil Spencer came out and with this. Did anybody see the interviews that the Sony bigwigs were doing week before last with like Time Magazine and all that, where they came out and they said, yeah, backwards compatibility is great and all, but nobody really cares about that and nobody ever plays it. Somebody tried to compile a list of data showing what people use their games for, and it said like backwards compatibility is 1% of all Xbox One usage. And like right before the show, Spencer released some real numbers, and Ars Technica had to retract it, or retract their story and their numbers and all that, saying no, people use backwards compatibility. So then he gets on stage at the end of the show and drops a giant bombshell. OG Xbox games are coming to backwards compatibility. Yeah.
No idea how excited.
Oh, and here's the kicker. Like he could have led with Halo or I'm trying to think of the original Xbox launch games, Halo or Hunter the Reckoning or Unreal Championship or anything like that. What does he lead with? No, he comes out and says straight up, the game you all want to play, Crimson Frickin' Skies High Road to Revenge, will be there. I didn't know what to do with him. I can't find that button fast enough to hit download.
Oh, you're going pretty hard.
I cannot wait to play Crimson Skies, dude. You have no idea. I put so much time into that and Bloodwake, and I swear to Christ, if they put Crimson Skies in here and they lead out Bloodwake, I will riot. I will riot. I'm just saying.
You will riot.
I will drive to Redmond. Say I won't.
I'm just gonna play some Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic and just jam.
No. I mean, think about this. KOTOR, Crimson Skies, they can bring back brute force.
Oh.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Stranger's Wrath.
Yes. So much. Like, oh my God, dude. Hunter, the Hunter series. Hunter games. Did you guys play those?
No. Didn't.
They're kind of like, it's like Diablo without the loot. You know, top-down action, hordes of enemies, and there's vampires and zombies, and oh my God, it's so good.
So,
but yeah. So, it's the notes I took on Microsoft. I'm going to go ahead and jump into Bethesda because there's only one thing in this world that I really want to talk about today, and I can't believe I'm saying that it came out of the Bethesda conference. Ty, I don't know if you know, but you muted yourself. They started off with VR, and they showed Fallout 4 in VR, Doom VFR, which I can only assume to imagine has something to do with the BFG for virtual reality. So, Wes, what do we think about Bethesda's VR foray?
Out of them, the Doom one looked the best, in my opinion, out of all of them. But it's one of those. It's gonna be interesting to see how they take the complexity of Fallout and Doom and put it into a VR game.
Yeah, because
those games themselves are very complex.
You played Doom, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay, Doom isn't like, it's not simple. I mean, there's straight platforming in Doom. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that it's in first person makes it even worse. But don't really know anything about all this except for everything that we're going to talk about in this little section, our final section for the day, is coming out this year. Yeah. Fallout 4 VR, Doom VFR. They played some Elder Scrolls Online, Morrowind stuff, teased some new stuff. But that came out last week. So, I mean, that's in the wild. Playable now. One of the two big things in this show was they finally showed off Skyrim on Switch. And the more and more I think about it, I think Switch is where I want to be playing Skyrim. You know what I mean? Skyrim will have amiibo support.
Oh yeah,
so you can get your little Hyrule outfit and Master Sword Can you imagine slaying dragons with a master sword?
Maitland,
Can we just
Get it
can
off
we
and
stop
put
and
your stand.
appreciate
watch what
the
you're doing.
perfection that is? Stabbing dragons with a master sword, destroying NPCs guarding castles with a master sword.
Are you complaining?
What?
Sounds
Am I
like you're
complaining? No, I'm not complaining. No, that is not a complaint. That's me trying to hide the Zelda fangirl inside without
Can you give me time to come in and fix me
taking
something?
my clothes off and running around naked. There's new Dishonored, and I put a question mark in there because I'm not real clear if it's actual sequel Dishonored, like Dishonored 3, or if this is Dishonored 2 DLC.
Brett Connor.
Oh, no, it's Dishonored 3.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what it's titled as when you look it up. It's Dishonored 3. It's not Dishonored 2.
Okay.
Yeah, well, see, I'm not into the whole Dishonored series, so I played about half of the first one and never finished it. But if you say it's Dishonored 3, then we'll go ahead and take that.
Yeah.
Quake Arena Champions, $1 million prize at QuakeCon.
Yeah.
Flying to Dallas with me.
Maybe.
I'm just saying. It takes me 2 hours to get to QuakeCon, and I will be there again. And BJ Blazkowicz,
Come on, yes.
Quake Arena. So,
Enough.
this is Bethesda leaning into esports. So, it was bound to happen sooner or later. Man. Today. But yeah, that's their toes dipping in the water of esports officially. There we go. First esport making its comeback. Then we got a little look at Evil Within 2. Did either of you guys play the first Evil Within?
I did.
No.
I hated myself for playing that after a while.
Oh yeah,
It was a little mind-bending.
give the Night Terrors did it.
Just a little bit, actually.
That's a
So most of
freaky
this one does
game,
it too.
dude. Freaky game.
Yeah. I'm really hoping this one does it too.
Yeah, if you don't know, Evil Within is one of those survival action horror games.
More on the horror side than is the action side.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean. It's in that Resident Evil style
Yeah.
He said
type of game.
more of the horror than the action, like he was scared or something.
Bro, go play that game and tell me you don't want to have every light in the house on at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Play it straight through. Start in the morning. Play through all.
Don't even try to hide it, because you and I kept calling each other while we were playing Resident Evil 7 just so that we would have somebody to talk to while everybody else was asleep at 3 in the morning.
I was just telling you, what the fuck?
No, I'll tell everybody. I ain't scared.
You ain't sure?
So, yeah, Evil Within gets a full sequel. That's coming this year. I forget the date on that one. I want to say that was it September, Wes?
No, Friday the 13th, October.
Okay. Wait a second. Hold on. Hold the phone. So, October 13th, Evil Within 2.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks later, we're going to get what I believe so far. Now, I still have to watch the Ubisoft press conference in 3 hours, and the Sony press conference tonight in 8 hours, and then Nintendo's first thing in the morning tomorrow. But so far, of the show, Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus.
Yeah. End of
Okay.
month, October.
Look, phone right now and putting it right here because I don't have time to worry about this. I'm going to give the internet my full attention right now. Look, how many times have I sat here on this show and said, look, it's really simple. We don't have to have jetpacks and wall running and grappling hooks. Is to punch Nazis in the face.
Yep.
How many times have I said it? I've said it a lot. So, I don't know what Crazy Basket Bethesda are doing, but God love them. I mean, that's all I can say. That thing, literally, when Pete Hines came out at the end of that trailer and said, "You remember a couple months ago when I told you what they were working on was absolutely bananas?" That's absolutely bananas. I mean, dude, Wes, did you play those two Wolfenstein games?
I didn't play the second
New
one, but
Order
I
and
played
the
the
Old
original.
Blood? Say what?
I played the original. I didn't play the newest one.
You played the New Order?
I don't know, honestly. I think so.
Did you play the main game or the standalone expansion?
Main game.
The New Order. When that game came out, I said it was the best shooter, the best single-player shooter that has been made in a very long time. Because they stuck to old school style stuff. You know what I mean? You've got all your weapons at one time. I mean, it's, picking up health and armor on the ground. And then I didn't think that they could top Doom when Doom came out. Obviously, Doom was our 2016 game of the year, in case you missed that show. If not, go back and listen to myself and Ty argue with Wes and Gene for over an hour on what should have been game of the year, Titanfall 2 or Doom. And ultimately, Doom wins. But
Doom
I mean,
always wins.
The sheer amount of gratuitous violence and insane, just pure insanity that Doom was. Like, I thought surely the only thing that is going to top this for the longest time is going to be Doom 2. Expecting Doom 2 at this show. I really was. Because that game's been out for over a year now, which means they've had plenty of time to work on it because Battlecry Studios is the one that did the DLC for Doom. So, that proper id Studio has been working on something because it doesn't design, they do Machine Games does Wolfenstein. So here I am thinking we're going to see new Doom, and then all of a sudden they do the Nazis have taken over America, World War II, and instead of Lassie, we get the giant robot dog that breathes fire.
Yeah.
I swear to God, those FMVs better be in this game somewhere, either on a TV or in an extras menu for me to go back and watch them. That is, I mean, because so good about that. And
what are you wanting on TV? What?
At the beginning of the trailer for Wolfenstein, remember it's that girl and she gets the stuff and she sees the guys in the truck and they're trying to flip the truck over and she blows that whistle. And this giant robot Nazi dog that breathes fire comes tromping through the woods, and it's supposed to be like City of Lassie.
Oh.
Yeah. And then it starts scrolling through all those shows like German or Else, That's what I want in the menu somewhere so I can just go watch all that stuff because that was great. But that trailer, most E3 trailers, unless they're, gameplay walkthroughs like, Call of Duty is going to be today, we're going to see 6 minutes of Call of Duty, the opening mission. We are. Same thing with Destiny. There's going to be another gameplay. But, trailer is not that. You know what I mean? An announcement trailer is 30-second long trailer. Machine Games comes out swinging for the fences in 7 minutes and 42 seconds of Wolfenstein greatness. It's it's over the top. You've got cutscenes, you've got gameplay, you've got story, you've got BJ in an armored bulletproof mask dodging grenades and screaming, "I ain't got time for these damn Nazis." And oh,
Shotgunning Nazis.
I just want to punch Nazis in the face. I just want to punch Nazis in the face. Like, seriously. Is one thing that makes me scream like a little girl at Disneyland for the first time as I put it on my Facebook last night. And oh my God, I woke the house up at 11:45 last night. And then to top it off, like, they know their audience of those games so well that that final sequence in the trailer where you've got a pregnant with twins resistance fighter coming from behind and knifing a dude in the throat, all while her partner is dropping acid. And then little acid mouse comes running out, and the guy picks him up and starts talking to him while she's just stabbing dudes in the throat. Like, what? Literally.
I think that was the best part of that entire reveal trailer.
Dude, like, only in a game like Wolfenstein does that happen. We take ourselves seriously just enough to make sure that this is a good game, but we also know exactly who plays these games, and I mean, it's going to be hilarious. Extreme amounts of gratuitous violence that I cannot wait to partake in. I mean,
Yes.
I girl so hard on the Wolfenstein stream. You have no idea. Like, I didn't have my camera ready in time when Doom came out, so nobody got to see me white girl when I played through Doom the first time. You will see me white girl with Wolfenstein. I promise. I don't know what it is about it, but that game is the best thing I've seen out of E3 so far. Guys, now that I'm done white girling about it for 10 seconds.
I have to ask if you're done crying or not.
Ty, I want to hear your thoughts. Stop playing Xbox and talk to me for a minute.
I'm talking to you right now.
Hey,
Hear my thoughts on what?
On Wolfenstein, fool.
On
He didn't
Wolfenstein?
watch it, so he doesn't get to see it.
My thoughts on Wolfenstein. Okay, listen.
Yeah.
I see Nazis. I see robots. I see Akimbo shotguns. I see Nazis getting shot with said shotguns. I see blood going everywhere. And I heard BJ say he's tired of these goddamn Nazis. And I said, okay, you can have my money. That was all they needed. And I did notice
Wes?
the one bitch, the boss is the bitch from the New Order. Even though I thought she's dead.
Yes.
I'm excited for this one. This one looks good. I mean, that's really all I got to say. It's like,
No, Wes, you're wrong. That video you just tagged me in was not me at the Microsoft show. That was me during the Wolfenstein trailer. And I'm sharing this on our page just so the public knows exactly what I'm talking about during Wolfenstein trailer.
when you're dead inside, but you want to celebrate.
I was more alive than I have ever been. Like,
Is that what you tagged me in?
yeah, that's what he tagged you in.
Let's see what Wesley had to say.
But yeah,
Wesley.
dude, I'm telling you, just like I told Ty last night, I am going to have a panic attack. I already know. When we do Game of the Year in December or January, whichever month we decide to do it in, but when we do Game of the Year, I'm going to have a straight, when it gets down to who goes over who, Breath of the Wild. And I know those are two completely different, in no way, shape, or form resemble each other games. But and Wolfenstein hasn't even come out yet, and I'm already telling you it's Game of the Year contender material right here and right now. Oh yeah. Is that about right, Ty?
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what I'm watching. That hurt my brain.
That's
Listen,
hilarious. That's
this
me
is-
during.
This is just how simple as it is, and I know I'm going to get some hate. Zelda is not even going to be close to being allowed number one game. Any show that I'm a part of, Zelda fucking sucks cock monster. So,
Well, good thing I'm the one that writes the final list.
yeah, but you're not the one that has the final say. So, fuck off. Zelda will never be number one. Never, ever.
I'd be highly
See a little
surprised
face?
if it is.
I see a little smirk. You biting your nails. You biting your nails. Because I tell you what, right
I
now,
don't bite my
Game of the
nails.
Year-
Look at this. I have no fingernails.
Game of the Year, Wolfenstein 2. Bet.
I don't know, dude.
Fuck Zelda.
I don't know.
Fuck Zelda. Bet.
Bro, you didn't even play that game.
I play a Zelda game.
No. Stop. We're not having this discussion right now. No. We
I thought
promised.
we were, bro.
Promised we would keep it organic. We're doing it
Keep
the
it
right way.
organic. I'll keep you organic.
I bet you will.
My dick's
Hmm.
super organic, by the way.
Okay.
There you go.
What? See what? I don't understand.
So that is E3 in a nutshell, 24 hours in.
We still have till Saturday. for more
Yeah,
stuff?
but I mean, really, all the news is going to break by tomorrow.
Well, I was looking at the schedule. Microsoft has 3 game slots for the next 3 days, one each day. Each one runs about 30 minutes to an hour each. So it's going to be interesting to see what games they talk about during those sessions.
I don't know, man. But Ubi's today. That PC show's going on right now, I believe. And then Sony's tonight, and then Nintendo's tomorrow morning. And that's the majority of the news you're going to get. I mean, those, it's supposed to be the big 3, Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. But, now that EA and Bethesda, do their own press conferences, news kind of gets strung out wherever, whenever. But once the console manufacturers are done with their press conferences, I mean, that's some pieces start to leak out. I'm going to go ahead and throw this out here. I don't think that Xbox One X stays at $499.
It might drop.
I think it drops.
I give it a week. Pre-orders.
Yeah, because I can tell you the main thing I've seen from feedback on Xbox One X is people are not happy about that $500 price tag.
Oh no.
But I mean, I understand why it is. It is there's a lot of horsepower under that hood, and I mean,
You're paying for a sports car.
yeah, you're buying a Mercedes, not a Buick.
Let's go as a Lamborghini, not a Mercedes.
I'm not so 100% sold that $499 price tag stays.
I'm not 100% sold to hear straight either, but
Do we want to go ahead and, since we've got like another 15 minutes or so before I've got to get out of here, and make some Sony/Nintendo predictions?
Microsoft Studios making a game for Nintendo Switch. Bet.
Yeah, it's called Minecraft.
Bet.
You heard it here first. Minecraft, Nintendo Switch. Minecraft's out on the Switch already. I don't know what that picture you sent me was, but in case you don't know, Your boy here calls me yesterday while I'm in the middle of family time at the aquarium and goes, "Oh my God, the Nintendo people are presenting at the Microsoft show." And I said, "What? No way. There's no possible way this happens." Because I was instantly thinking, "Oh my God, my prediction was right. Nintendo's going to partner with Microsoft. There's no way they partner with another Japanese company like Sony to start putting their games out." I don't know why, but I was like, "Oh my God, I'm completely justified and vindicated. I was right." Then he sends me some picture of Miyamoto holding a briefcase. And, I've watched that Microsoft press conference twice now in its entirety.
Guy never shows up.
Nintendo on the stage. I definitely didn't see Miyamoto. That's somebody whose face I can pull out of a crowd.
Got a little bit of an obsession.
I don't trust you. Trust you.
You can't trust them.
Bitch,
Just
I didn't do that for you.
remember that.
What do we think? Does God of War come out this year or next year?
Next year.
I'm
next
gonna say
fall.
this year.
Bet.
What?
Let's say this
Okay. Let me put it to you this way: which one comes out first, Last of Us 2 or God of War? Because they've already announced both of those.
Last of Us 2.
Say Last of Us 2 comes out this year, and then God of War early next year.
Late this year, early next year, yeah.
No, God of War won't come out early. It'll come out late next year. Bungie, they're not going to break that cycle.
Did
It'll
you just
come
say
out in the fall.
Bungie makes God of War?
No, bitch, I just said every God of War has come out in the fall, and the company that makes God of War is just like Bungie. They're not going to break the cycle of when their games come out.
So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that PS4 Pro gets a price drop. If not a
I already see
permanent price drop, then a limited time price drop. Because Sony likes to take shots at Microsoft when they can.
Yeah.
And like that $4.99 price tag I keep talking about, you know that it's been announced and it's out in the wild. I'm 99% sure Sony goes, instead of $3.99, it's $3.49 for 6 weeks or whatever. Does that seem legit?
Yeah, I already see the price drop happening just because they announced the price for the One X last night, and they're just going to try and outdo them a little bit, not much, just a little bit.
Well, it's $3.99 right now if you buy a PS4 Pro.
Might drop to $350.
Yeah,
If
because the base model PS4 is $299, except now through that 9 days of play, you can get it for $249. But that's only the gold one.
Yeah.
It's just a console. Any PS4 bundle you get is going to be at least $300.
Yeah.
What about Nintendo? Do we have any predictions for Nintendo?
Got nothing for Nintendo. I mean, it's one of those. I don't really follow them too much.
Do you think they go ahead and announce that Mario comes out sooner than they said it would? Because so far, all that's been said is winter 2017.
Maybe.
I've heard rumors from a couple different outlets and a couple other different shows that say that everything they've heard, that game is complete, ready to ship out the door right now. They're just holding on to it so that they can space out on the Switch.
Maybe.
Well, whatever the situation is, I need to nap. Yeah, I gotta go back to work soon. I need to nap.
Ooh. Okay. Well, that's what I'm saying for Nintendo. I say they released Mario earlier. Well, I will watch the rest of the press conferences and take many more notes on all the different shows, and we will try to get back together again during the week. Wrap this bad boy up.
Yeah, motherfucker calling me, yo, you get up 2 o'clock in the morning? Bitch, I
3 o'clock in the morning. It's all good.
4 hours ago. What the fuck do you want?
So, but for us today, so we will see you again shortly. Follow us on Twitter, V_D_gaming, mixer.com/VDgaming, twitch.tv/veteran degenerate gaming. Anything that feels completely irrelevant, we'll go ahead and tweet out. Like that picture of the hawk at the aquarium, because that's gamertag IRL. Just saying, I thought it was funny. But from us to you, this has been another of the Veteran Degenerates Gaming Podcast, VD Gaming. The kind of VD that doesn't burn, just saying.
Kind of burn the feels good.
Yeah, it's the kind of burn that feels good. Share it with your friends, like any good VD. Yeah, from us to you, happy E3. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Soon.